Good. All right, it is 7 o'clock. It is time to bring this meeting to order. So we will start the meeting with the Pledge of the American Flag and follow that by a moment of silent reflection.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mrs. Roberts, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Hoffman.
Here.
Mrs. Johns.
Here.
Mr. Kimmer.
Here.
Mr. Smeltzer.
Here.
Mrs. Conrad Zingmeister is absent.
All right, moving into 1.5, this is the minutes of the regular meeting. If we have any questions or changes, we can make them now. If not, I'd entertain a motion to approve as is.
I move that we approve the minutes as they are.
Mrs. Johns moved to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Smeltzer, second the motion. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mrs. Johns.
Yes.
Mr. Smeltzer.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Kimmer.
Yes.
Motion passed. 1.6 is the minutes of the Records Commission meeting. You've had a chance to review those as well. If there are no changes, entertain a motion to approve.
I move to approve the minutes as read.
Mr. Kimmer's moved to approve. I will second that. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mr. Kimmer.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mrs. Johns.
Yes.
Mr. Smeltzer.
Yes.
Motion passed. 1.7, adjustments to the agenda.
One adjustment listed there, had item 5.8, new business, and would like to move that to item 7.1 and vote on that after executive session.
Okay, duly noted. Need to entertain a motion on that adjustment.
I move to approve the adjustment to the agenda.
Mr. Smeltzer's moved to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mrs. Johns, second the motion. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mr. Smeltzer.
Yes.
Mrs. Johns.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Kimmer.
Yes.
Motion passed. Moving along to information discussion, superintendent updates. Mr. Belleville.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hoffman. A lot going on around the district and statewide, so a few things to cover. First, talking in regards to the agenda, we have some movement, new hire for the district, and we're excited about those possibilities heading into next year, and where people are going to accentuate their strengths in new positions. So we think these moves most definitely have strengthened the district and will provide for our students even more. Talk a little bit more about that when we get to them, specifically 5.2 and the contract for Ms. Donaldson. Also, you'll see a large list of personal service supplemental contracts. These are to fulfill coaching positions. A lot of our CCP dual enrollment supplementals are included there. Again, just want to stress our appreciation for Ohio University Lancaster and Muskingum University. The partnerships with those two schools have been incredible, and really through Muskingum, them allowing us to expand our dual enrollment offerings have absolutely been incredible. So those are on there. Can answer any questions about those as we get to them. Try to keep the agenda fairly short this evening, though. Do want to kind of skip ahead a little bit as we progress through the month. Do see a need in the future for a special meeting here in the next week or two as the board goes through the search for a new treasurer. You need to get together to either interview, look at candidates, those type of things. So we'll announce that to the public as soon as we have dates firmed up and when we're going to proceed and look at those type of things. So just kind of putting that out there this evening so people are aware that at some point here in the next week or two we will have a special meeting. So more on that to come. Legislatively, it's been a little busy this summer. The General Assembly passed several bills. A couple are still waiting on Governor DeWine's signature, but do want to talk about one specific that has been signed by Governor DeWine and will go into effect, and that's Senate Bill 19. We've talked about it previously, but Senate Bill 19 really kind of digs into math the way the science of reading addressed reading interventions in schools. So Senate Bill 19 lays out specifically how students in math can be accelerated, especially in the middle school in grades 7 and 8. It's kind of a process. Students in 6th grade, if they score accelerated or advanced on state tests, then they become eligible for an accelerated class in 7th grade. Then how they perform in that 7th grade class would make them eligible for Algebra 1 in 8th grade. Very, very excited to share with the board that the process that was lined out in Senate Bill 19, we've essentially been doing for quite some time. We have an advanced math class in 7th grade that Coach Burke has been teaching for several years now, and similar process to go from that 7th grade advanced class into Algebra 1. So there won't be too many changes for us, some minor tweaks to make sure we're in compliance with how the law is specifically written, and we'll communicate with parents as we go through that process exactly how acceleration happens in math for that 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Additionally, Senate Bill 19 requires that schools who have students performing below a proficient level have increased interventions to help those students get up to grade level and score proficient. Again, this is something we've had in practice for some time now. So we are looking at kind of all aspects of our math interventions, as well as continued review of our reading interventions. This will also impact gifted education and programming for our gifted students. I don't see any changes in that area for the 26-27 school year, but for 27-28, when some of these math acceleration laws go into effect, we will probably have to look at how we're providing gifted services, what tweaks we need to make, how we're providing interventions. Is that a change in programming? Is it a change in curriculum? So on and so forth. As part of Senate Bill 19, the state does have to come out with 6 math diagnostic assessments and 6 reading diagnostic assessments. We have some reading diagnostics already, but both of those lists will be revamped and coming out soon. And we'll just need to make sure everything we're doing aligns with those diagnostics. And then something we're looking closely at, Ms. Schilling, Mr. DeStadio, Mr. Not involved in those discussions, as well as our principals, Mr. Montgomery, Ms. Hahn, looking at, is there a way to consolidate what we're doing, how we're doing it, so we don't have multiple programs out there and kind of mismatching. We do this for this situation, this for this situation. If there's a diagnostic on the list that comes out that kind of satisfies all needs, then do we need to look at consolidating what we're doing and have just one platform instead of multiple? So that's something we're going to look at over the next year and have in place for 27-28. So I do anticipate some changes, but we're about a year away from those. In the meantime, again, just everything that came out in the law really feels solid about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and we were pretty much already hitting the mark with what we're supposed to be doing. So these would be minor changes for us, but there will be some changes. Also, as part of Senate Bill 19, it had long been talked about MIMPs, math improvement plans that would be similar to reading improvement plans that we currently have, RIMPs. That did get cut from the final part of the bill, so that isn't part of it. And from education side, one of the things that we really stress to educators is we spend so much time on these, creating these plans, that takes away time from actually doing the interventions. So as a superintendent's association, we heavily lobbied and proposed to legislators like, come up with one improvement plan form that could be used for reading or math, so that you're just doing something one time. And in many instances, we see students who are lacking in either reading or math. Odds are they're probably lacking in both. And we're going to be doing those interventions on both sides for that student anyway, so to help consolidate, make things simpler for parents to understand and for teachers to execute, really that it's a more efficient way to go about it. So there's continued talks with that as we go through. So a couple other bills out there. House Bill 455 is a deregulation bill that hopefully would take some constraints off of schools and educators, just levels of redundancy that you have to do the same thing 3 different times. So that's a promising piece of legislation that has been passed by the House and Senate, and it is with Governor DeWine waiting for approval there. And then Senate Bill 276, again, has been passed by the House and Senate, has not been signed by Governor DeWine, that would require schools to teach the success sequence somewhere in a course that is required for graduation. And we're waiting to see exactly, once Governor DeWine signs that, if he does, exactly how that wording is in the bill. But the success sequence is somewhat controversial in the education world. It teaches the concept that graduating high school, obtaining full employment, then getting married, all those things happening in that sequence before you have kids is the correct way to success. That those things are all debatable. We have situations where, we meet students where they are no matter what, and we're going to do everything we can to help them succeed. And to think that there's only one pathway that can happen, it's not always clean cut like that. So we're monitoring that. Of course, we'll do exactly what the law requires of us, but could be something that board members hear about from the community and parents, and not taking a stance on it outside of, we want to make sure we're meeting our students where they are and meet their needs, whatever those are, and helping them be successful no matter what pathway they choose. So just bring those items to the board's attention. District updates. Maintenance is cruising along. Buildings are really starting to shape up. I think at most buildings, they're either completely finished waxing classrooms or very near close to that, and making their way down main hallways and cafeterias and those type of locations now. But the buildings are really coming together well. The basketball courts at the high school and middle school have been serviced this summer, and new top coats put on those. Also, the parking lots at Pleasantville and Bremen Elementary have been seal coated. Still a little work to be done at Bremen, so Spires Paving will be back to finish that up in the near future. But they did repair the large pothole that was right in the entrance of the teacher parking lot right beside Stewart's vault burial vaults, and they did really solid work there on that repair. So the things are coming together, and we're proceeding through. Really, a huge shout out to the entire maintenance team. They've done an incredible job this summer with the grounds, and continue to do so. So we're motoring along and should be ready for the start of school here in the next week or two. So it's exciting around campus, and you can kind of feel energy starting to build up. We're getting ready to come out of the dead period, and we'll be in full swing with our fall sports seasons and ready to go. So with that, I can answer any questions that board members might have. All right, thank you.
Thank you. We will move along to section 3, recognition of visitors. I don't think anyone was signed in.
Nobody signed in.
So we'll move right along to item 4, consent agenda section. Start with 4.1. Mrs. Roberts.
Okay. Okay, 2 items for this evening. We are in July, so we have officially closed out fiscal '26 as of late last week. So what I'll report on tonight is going to be our year-end total and then also compared to the forecast. So overall, really good year. I feel really good about where the district is standing. In total, we received just over $32 million compared to last year at 31.5. This is up 3% to last year, but right on forecast, so exactly where we forecasted to come in. You can see property tax and income tax is the same that we've been reporting on. Our state foundation payments were slightly down. However, interest actually came in a little bit above plan, so we had a strong end to interest at the end of the year. Expenditures, we actually had a little bit of variance here that was more than I would have expected to see. We equaled 28.9, so almost $29 million compared to 41.5 last year. This is down 30%, but keep in mind this is due to that large transfer we did last June into capital improvements. So that looks like an expenditure, so that's why that difference is there. Overall, in total, we were up $400,000 to forecast, and it all came out of purchase services. So I'll get to that point in a second. Looking at salaries and benefits, happy to say we were right on forecast. So salaries came in at $16.1 million compared to $15.3 last year, up 5% and down 0.4% to forecast. So right on to forecast. Benefits, same thing, at just under $6.6 million compared to $6.2 million last year. Same thing, up 5%, only up $47,000 to forecast, or 0.7% over. So those two are really where our biggest pieces of expenses come in, and they were right on. Purchase services had a very high month in the month of June. We came in at $3.8 million compared to just under $3.7 last year. So we were up 5% to last year. However, we were also up $400,000 to forecast. This one I went back and looked because it was something that was just much higher than we normally have. Our month of June, we almost doubled our purchase services. So it was, when I went back and looked, I'm like, okay, did we push one thing into June that came in early that normally we pay in July? Did something happen? And it was kind of, to be honest, it was across the board. So just the month of June was across the board. In total for the year, we were up about $150,000 in special ed. The one that was up more than we originally anticipated was utilities. We knew that utilities were going to be up. We had estimated about $35,000. And then for the total year, we were up just under $100,000. So utilities were really, they were up pretty high to the year before, which we had anticipated them increasing, but not as much as that. Electricity was up $69,000, gas was up $6,700, so not a ton, and water and sewage was up $22,000. So overall, that is just under $100,000. So we had planned for them to increase, just not as much as they did. Supplies at a little over $1 million compared to almost 1.1 last year. And then the transfers, like I said, were really right on forecast. A lot less than last year just because we did not have that large transfer in capital as we did in the year before. We ended the year just over at $11 million at $11,022,677 compared to $7,600 last year, and compared to the forecast at $11,553. So that increase of the purchase services was really the place that kind of threw us over. And the month of June was really, we doubled our normal average month in the month of June, which I just had not anticipated doubling that month. But overall, like I said, feel very strong about where the district is sitting at a little over $11 million. And I'm happy to answer any questions on that, just because since it is the end of the year. If there's any questions. Okay. Okay, moving into the insurance report. Starting off in health insurance, our revenue was just under $5.5 million compared to $5.2 last year, so we were up 6%, which is where we had planned. Our total expenditures were up 11% at $5.5 million compared to just under $5 million last year. Claims, which is the biggest piece of that, they're only up 5%, but that is due to those stop loss numbers. So I know we've been talking about that in the past. I don't have those final comparisons yet as to where the stop-loss reimbursements came in. I just see, at this point, I just see total claims, so we'll have more information on that, but, it does look like, our total expenditures are only up 11, they would be much higher had stop-loss not have kicked in. However, that being said, we did end the month and year at 4.177 million compared to 4.2 million. So we kind of held on to the year before. We were planning on taking up to $360,000 of those expenses from the fund, and as you can see, we only ended up taking about $33,000. So I'm happy that we planned that, but also happy to say we really only needed about $33,000 of that. I do think that we're in a good place to start off next year, and where we've talked through those insurance increases and what those will be, but then also continuing to use our cash balance in the fund to help offset some of that premium. Dental insurance, same thing with dental insurance. It's been a really good plan. It's really, more or less money in, money out. Revenue was flat to last year at $248,000. Expenditures decreased by 1%, or a total of $2,700, so pretty much right on. We ended the year at $275,000 compared to $252,000 last year, so a really good plan. Happy with where the dental plan is sitting, and no major changes within dental. And that is all I have for this evening for the year end. Unless there's any questions.
Thank you. All right, now moves right on to approval of consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda items, Mr. President.
Mr. Kimmer's moved to approve. I will second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Kimmerer?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
Motion passed. Moving on to new business section. 5.1, this is motion to approve a one-year administrator contract for Aaron Loveridge as middle school principal, grades 5 through 8, on the administrative salary schedule, group 3, step 3, beginning 26-27 school year.
Ms. Loridge wanted me to share her apologies for not being here this evening. She had a prior commitment with her family and reassured her that that was fine. But she's awfully excited to get started at the middle school as principal, and really, as she shared with us in the interview, just kind of fulfilling a lifelong dream of, being in a leadership position at her home school. So she just, the pride pours out of her whenever she talks about this opportunity, and I'm excited for her. I think she's going to do great things there.
Need a motion to approve?
I move to approve the one-year contract for Aaron Loridge.
Mr. Smeltzer's moved to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mrs. John's second motion. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Kimmerer?
Yes.
Motion passed. Item 5.2, this is a motion to approve a one-year tutor contract for Danielle Donaldson as Bremen Elementary tutor, tutor salary schedule step 7, beginning 26-27 school year.
I have Ms. Donaldson here with us this evening, and we're awful excited to bring her into the district. Whenever we were going through the interview process, she may have been our very last interview, and you go through these interviews and you're comparing each one and pros and cons of each person, and when she left, I come back in the room, we all sat down, and everybody just kind of looked at each other, and she's the one. I mean, just infectious personality. She has a true love and passion for kids, and that comes shining through whenever you talk to her. Has great experience coming to us, and I just think she will be an absolute natural fit with the staff at Bremen. Really hits the mark exactly what we were needing and looking for in our candidate, and I just couldn't be more excited to have her join our Falcon family. And Mr. Knott, anything you want to share?
Yeah, I think about 30 seconds in the interview, I got the Bremen vibe from her. I was like, okay, this is good. A clear understanding of, the reading readiness skills that kids need in order to really catch up there. And then one of the areas that really stood out to me was how much she talked about being part of a team and the things that the give and take of being being teammates with different grade levels and how you approach that and when to kind of step up and when to kind of step back. And so I think that will serve her very well in the position, but we're excited to have her.
Ms. Barnes, anything you'd like to say?
Oh no, I'm just really excited to get started and be a part of your school community, so very excited.
Appreciate you being.
All right, thank you. Entertain a motion to approve.
I move that we approve Ms. Donaldson for a teaching contract at Freeman Elementary tutor.
Mrs. Johns has moved to approve. Do we have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
Mr. Kimber, second the motion. Any further discussion? No, please call the roll.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
motion passed.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Yes, me too.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You too.
And if you would like to leave, that's okay. You don't have to stick around for the remainder of the meeting, so we appreciate you coming.
No, I'll stay.
Okay.
And complete a few. These two guys need to pull you out of here before.
I can follow your lead. We're good.
I mean, if you want me to, I can.
All right, item 5.3, this is the most approved of the transfer of Rachel Thomas from grade 8 science to high school agriculture education.
I think Ms. Thomas will do an incredible job up there. She's certainly extremely excited, and Mr. Turner and Mr. Baker are excited to have her join their team, and I think they'll make an excellent team together. And she's had a chance to chat with her a couple times, and she's already working on lesson plans and diving deep into the curriculum. So just bringing her usual energy to the position. So we're excited for her.
All right, need a motion to approve transfer of Rachel Thomas.
I move to approve the transfer of Rachel Thomas from 8th grade science to the high school agriculture education.
Mr. Kimmer's moved to approve. I will second that. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
motion passed. Item 4, related item, motion to approve 40 days of supplemental extended duty for Rachel Thomas. It's typical for our ag instructors.
I move to approve the 40 days supplemental extension for Mrs. Thomas.
All right, Mr. Smeltzer has moved to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mrs. Johnson, second the motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
motion passed. Item 5.5, motion to approve personal service supplemental contracts as presented. We have a large number, 51 of them. So I think Mr. Belleville alluded to those earlier. Any questions about those individuals? If not, we need a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the supplemental contracts as presented.
Mrs. Johns has moved to approve. Do we have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
Mr. Kimmer, second the motion. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
motion passed. 5.6 is to approve the substitute teacher list. You have the list in front of you. Any questions about that list?
I do have a question
Yeah.
about that. I notice a couple of names on the list are people that we have contracts with in a capacity other than as a sub. So I just didn't understand.
And the sub list comes to us from the Fairfield County ESC. So as long as they stay on that Fairfield County ESC list, then we just keep them on this list. So each month they'll send us a list of people that they have approved at their board meeting. So we just approve the list they send to us. So unless someone calls them and says, hey, remove me, then they stay on until their license expires or the ESC removes them.
Any other questions? If not, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I move to approve the personal service supplemental contracts as presented.
Second.
This is a
Substitute.
substitute teacher list,
I'm sorry. Let me back up.
5.6.
Yeah,
Six,
yeah.
thank you, thank you. I moved to approve the substitute teachers list as presented.
All right, Mr. Kimmer's
Thank
moved, Kimmer's moved to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Smeltzer, second the motion. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
motion passed. No problem. Sometimes the computers don't catch up. Of course. This is item 5.7, motion to approve the substitute classified list as presented. Any questions on that? And this is just the one highlighted?
Yes. The others have already been approved.
Okay. Entertain a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the substitute classified list.
Mrs. Johns has moved to approve. I will second that. Any further discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
motion passed. And we are moving on to executive session.
Be for number one, Mr. Hoffman.
Okay, for item number 1. There will be or could be.
There will be action after, from the adjustment to the agenda. We'll have new business 7.1 after executive session.
So right now, I need a motion to move into executive session.
I move to adjourn to executive session.
Mr. Smeltzer's moved to adjourn to executive session. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mrs. Jones, second the motion. Any further discussion? Now please call the roll.
Mr. Smeltzer?
Yes.
Mrs. Johns?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes,
Mr. Kimmer?
Yes.
we will call it starting at 7:32.